Hi, I'm Celeste. I have gone out for a walk on this glorious day and I just walked past. So that's toothpaste. How charming is that? I've just walked past somewhere where there's an awful lot of noise, and look at the mud here. Oops, can you see that? I'm so glad I'm wearing my woolies. Because I can hardly walk along without getting completely muddied. So yeah, hooray for woolies. I wanted to share some thoughts related to film, and back at the beginning of the 1900s, when actors were doing films, or even directors, they were owned by the film companies, particularly in the US. That's what I'm talking about. And that meant that they were not really making any money from their efforts, which is a bit unfair, to be honest. And also, if they wanted to do something else, they probably couldn't, because they were bound by a contract. And I'm thinking about this because I watched the film Stan and Ollie the other day, and I think I did know, sort of at the back of my mind, that was the case. It had just slipped my mind, so to speak. And being somebody who actually really likes film a lot, this was really something that made me look up what was going on back in the day. And Charlie Chaplin, who moved to the US with his brother, and other artists, then got together and started what is today known as United Artists. I think it's got a different name, and it's been bought and sold so many times. I'm just focusing on United Artists for now. And if you do know the correct name nowadays, please feel free to comment below what that is. So they started United Artists because they wanted to make more money, which isn't a bad thing, as some of us tend to think. I thought that too at one point in my life. It's such a funny notion though, isn't it? Making money is a bad thing. Really? No, it isn't. Because in order to live a joyful life, we actually need money to help us pay for the things, not just the things that we have to pay, also the things that make us happy and smile. And if I hadn't had any money, I wouldn't have been able to buy my woolies. I'll show you my woolies. They are quite muddy. Can't even do this properly today, can I? Sorry about that. That was a bit wobbly. I was trying to show you my woolies, never mind. So going back to the film, they did want to earn money because they also had things to pay, and they wanted to do things that made them happy. I just needed to get my bearings here, because I've never been out walking this far. This is an area I don't really know. But this is an adventure, you've got to go out and walk and see new stuff. And so back to the formation of United Artists. So that was because they wanted to actually own their own rights and own part of the films that they created, which I totally get, by the way, because as I was saying before, it's all about making money, despite the fact that some people think that it's evil to make money, which I find hilarious. Oh, it's such a glorious day. Have a look. This makes me happy. Going out for walks like this, very good. I'm a bit of a walker, so this is really good for me. So it was created to secure ownership or part ownership of whatever they made. And the interesting thing is that Stan and Ollie, or Laurel and Hardy, they actually didn't own the rights to whatever they did. And in the film Stan and Ollie, Stan is trying to raise money for a film, and he is just completely fobbed off. They're not having any of it, and it's quite interesting because every time he calls, the guy he wants to speak to is always he's either just left the office or is in a meeting or whatever. And so finally he shows up at the guy's office and is told to just patiently sit and wait. Well, no, he suggests that he wants to sit and wait, and they just try to get rid of him, and in the end he manages to get into the office and there's nobody there, and then a secretary walks in and quite bluntly tells him that he won't be able to raise the money. So that's that. And at one point he speaks about Charlie Chaplin owning the rights to his film creations. There's somebody coming. So yeah, it's about ownership of what it is that you create, and it's about protecting what you work with, or what you do, what you create in the world, which I totally get, by the way. Here is another little stream. Let me see if I can show you. Almost. Quite pretty. Imagine living by a canal like this. Wouldn't that be nice? I mean, if you can't live by the sea, which I obviously would prefer, we can't always get what we want. So we have to make do with what's second best. And right now it's living here, and I'm quite happy. So that's really good. And I'm doing video again, which is really important to me. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. If you like it, please put a thumbs up and share responsibly, and do subscribe to my channel. Over and out. Bye.